Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, if I sound a little nasally, I think I'm either getting sick or it's just my allergies. But today, I wanted to make a quick little video about my first semester in the vet tech program here at Madison College before I went and saw Avengers Endgame, hence why I'm wearing my Groot shirt. So my first semester, it went really good. It actually went a lot better than I expected. So when I first got to my classes, I was actually taking 4 different classes: occupational preparation, laboratory animal science, veterinary medical terminology, and animal care management 1. So when I got to my classes, sat in the seats, and when I got the syllabus, it just felt really real, like it was like kind of surreal. And as I'm looking over what we're gonna do for the semester, I was kind of like, oh my god, I don't think I can do this. And it was really crazy, and I actually proved myself wrong. I actually did all those things, and now that I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh my god, I did all those things after I was sitting there, and just like, I don't think I can do this. But so I'm gonna go over my classes one by one, what I did. And yeah, so I'm going to start off with animal care management. So that class was a lecture and a lab. So I had lab on Wednesdays, and then I would have lecture. So with lab, we learned general skills, so like restraining dogs and cats, nail trims, cat bag, putting a dog in lateral, putting a cat in lateral, restraining for cephalic blood draw, jugular, femoral, clean ears, apply eye lube, express anal glands. For that class, we also had to do bathing, so we had to bathe the dog. So we bathed the dog, expressed anal glands, clipped nails, eye lube, all that good stuff. And then that was the first part of the semester, and then we moved out to the barn for large animals, which was just cows, goats, and horses. So for small animal, I was kind of nervous, but I got the skills down really well, and I was very happy the way that I performed them. And then when we got into the barn, with the large animals, I was extremely nervous. And I've been around large animals, so I've been horseback riding and all that stuff, but I've never like worked on a cow or worked on a horse. Goats, they didn't bug me, so I was extremely nervous. And for each animal skill, so we had a sheet that had certain skills that needed to be done, and you were scored from a 0 to 3, 3 being you did it perfectly, to 0, yeah, didn't do it. You did it all wrong. With the large animals, I was scared. So what we had to do with the large animals for cattle, we had to do leg lifts, tail jack, nose leader, a halter, construct a halter. I think that was pretty much it, but I was extremely nervous. I was worried about getting kicked, but I knew that wasn't gonna happen, but I was still anxious, and I didn't want to get kicked. For horses, I was kind of nervous around horses, but since I've rode horses before, my aunts had horses, that it wouldn't be that bad. So for horses, for skills, tie them up in the cross tie, do a quick release knot, a halter, twitches, and cross ties, twitches, grooming, and hoof picking. So when we got to horses, first day was hoof picking. and I was terrified. I had a big Arabian horse named Beauty, and I was terrified. But I think he knew because he kept putting his head on my shoulder, and like he was like, get out of the way, sorry. And he was willing to work with me and was very patient. I actually, after doing it the first time, I wasn't as nervous, so I got over that pretty quick. For goats, we had to construct a halter, quick release knot, wall restraint, regular restraint, so just standing with their head in between your legs. And then I think we had to do like a backwards restraint. I don't remember what it was called. So like you'd be standing backwards, so the goat's body would be in between your legs, so then you could restrain for an IM and sub Q, I think. No, IM was wall restraint. Sub Q, yeah, never mind, sub Q. And that was pretty much it for goats. But I was kind of didn't get my skills all, well, we had like 2-3 columns, practice, actual points, and then another actual points. For large animal, I started off slow and I didn't really get a lot of skills done, and but I still passed, and it was just the nerves that got to me. But I passed that class, and I moved on, obviously. Alright, so next I'm going to talk about laboratory animal science. So what we did with there was we worked with mice, rats, rabbits, guinea pigs, gerbils, and hamsters. We practiced injections, so sub-Q, IM, ID, which is intradermal. We practiced restraining, so with rabbits, restraining in towels, restraining in like the mechanical restrainer. Oh, and we also did blood draws. On the rabbits, we did the marginal ear vein, and on the rats, we did the tail vein. That was the only species we did blood draws on. So first day of that lab was on Monday, and I also had a lecture. We started with mice, and I was terrified. I was literally shaking as I was picking up my mouse, because you have to pick them up by the tail, and then you put them up on your arm. I was shaking because back in my childhood, I had hamsters, and our first hamster was really nice, and our second hamster and our third hamster, they both bit me, and I was terrified after that. So I was literally shaking, but after that, I toughened up, and I actually enjoyed working with all of them. I think my favorite were the rats, and I wanted to take one home, but my mom wouldn't let me. My parents actually wouldn't let me, so I was kind of disappointed. Occupational preparation was just discussion on preparation for working in a clinic. So we talked about euthanasia, talking to clients, and then we had to do different like kind of essays on outside events that we had to do. I think it was either 3 or 2. 3. Yes, 3. Okay. And I went to the World Dairy Expo, Big Cat Wildlife Sanctuary, there you go, sorry. And then I went to a dog show. So we had to write, I think 1 page about what you did, and then you had to interview somebody. So that was pretty much it for OC prep. That's what we call it. For veterinary medical terminology, we were learning terminology, so dorsal, ventral, medical terminology that we will be eventually using to write in medical records and to help us understand what we're talking about. So we also broke down the words. So like heme is blood, nephro, kidney, if you get what I'm trying to say. So we did that. besides classes, you could also be, I was also a visitor guide. So what that is you get to help all the animals that we use get adopted. So all the animals that we have, so the mice, rats, the rabbits come from somebody else. They aren't adoptable. Gerbils, hamsters, guinea pigs, the dogs, and the cats, they're all available for adoption. So you get to help them get adopted. I became a visitor guide because I fell in love with a dog, and her name is Lucky. And she was this cute lab mix, and for her age, she was so smart. She knew how to sit, she knew how to lay down, and she was so well behaved. But I sadly could not adopt her because my parents did not like dogs. And I was really heartbroken because I loved this dog more than anything because I spent so much time with her. And I tried talking to my boyfriend, that didn't work, so I was literally heartbroken. But she did go to a good home, and I'm very happy about that, and I hope she is happy in her new home. So, first semester, it went great. I enjoyed it, and it flew by really fast. I tried getting on the dean's list that semester, but I missed it by like 2 points for my GPA. But I knew that I worked my butt off to get that GPA. Trying to think if I forgot anything about my first semester. Oh yeah, well, ACM 2, we also learned, ACM 1, sorry, I'm getting my classes, my first semester classes mixed up with my second semester. We also learned how to take dogs out of runs, bottom cages and top cages, learning how to get cats out of cages safely, and putting muzzles on, of course, cat and dog. I think that might be it, but I'll probably mention it in my next video if there is anything else that I forgot. So, like I said, first semester went really fast, and I was definitely, after that semester, I was definitely so proud of myself, and I was anxious for next semester, which is what I'm in right now. So I'm almost done with my second semester. I have 2 weeks left, and it's crazy. It's been wild. So my next video, I'm going to be talking about my second semester whenever I have time, because at the end of my second semester, I'm also doing a 8-week internship. So I'm going to try and find time to film another video. So if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of my videos about my experience in vet school, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys with another video hopefully sometime soon. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.